Previously on Survive This Crit.
Someone needs help.
I swear to fine, I'm not God.
Well, the plant's got another snack right in front of him.
Attack a fellow player near you. And this will last for 3 rounds. You can attempt to break them, but right now your mission is to attack any player that is near the plant to feed the plant.
Okay. So does that mean I have to take another turn, or are we just still following order of combat?
We're going to still follow order of combat, but your next turn, your only mission is to hurt whoever is nearest. Now, the other players, you guys did not see anything happen other than the plant saying, "Feed me." And whoever's the most perceptive may notice that Nick's posture straightened a little bit, but there's no clear indicators of anything that he's going to be doing. So, Agent Omi, it is your turn.
As he frees this woman, I'll kind of go forward and I'll say, over here, quick. And I'll kind of beckon her to come to my direction.
Okay. So if she turns, she will be disengaging, which will give Audrey II and Nick an attack of opportunity. So she turns to run. She turns to run toward you. Agent Nick, go ahead and take an attack on Audrey.
All right. This time I am gonna.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna make for a grapple on Audrey. So she's got to do a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Ooh,
Okay.
baby.
And I'm gonna say this time the way the grapple works, if this gives me some type of advantage on it too, I am gonna grab her broken arm.
You monster! Okay, so she rolls. She got a 6. That's
that's not
quite
good enough.
bad.
I grab her casted arm and I go, "Where are you going?"
Oh, gee, mister! Please don't hurt me!
Nick, what are you doing? Something happened to him. The vibes are off.
The vibes are off. And as this is going down, Audrey II is going to make a bite attack on Audrey the human. That is a 18. So you see, thankfully, it was only 3 damage to the human Audrey. So you see the plant, as Nick is holding her, the plant go up and take a solid bite out of her working arm. And you hear her scream in agony as she's saying, "Please, mister, you're just like the other men, please." Agent Omi, what are you doing? As this is actually your action, and you called her to run away from the 2 people nearest to her. She's now been grappled and been bitten.
Oh, dang. That's my full action?
No, you were just talking. So feel free to do feel free to do an action, like an actual action if you'd like to.
Yeah, as I kind of see Nick change here, I'll notice that something's happened to him. And with all the water on the floor, Agent Omi, he's gonna, kind of go back deep into himself for a minute before his eyes like flash open, and then he's gonna kind of use the water like the practice scenes in You Got Served when it's raining outside, and he's like kicking the water around, and he's gliding, he's moonwalking, he's like doing waves and stuff with his arms, and again after he finishes, he's gonna point to the ground and motion over to Audrey here, who doesn't know the name, but DC 14 wisdom save for another You Got Served. All
right. That was, oh my gosh, I'm rolling terrible. That was an 8.
They will take 3 psychic damage.
So is your like ending line every time you got served when the plants are like when something is injured?
Yes, absolutely.
He's like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings, but I'm still hungry." Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I will not go closer. It's not what I do. I'm in the DJ booth, so.
What's the soundtrack going through your head?
It's kind of like a mix of like electronica, but it's like nostalgia. So it's maybe like Sonic Adventure 2, but with a little bit of a little like electronica put into it.
Nice. I love that. Agent Adam, you're seeing all this happen. What are you doing? And you see your newest recruit also dancing in the corner before like pointing to the ground dramatically, which does seem to impact the plant.
It looks like this plant shop has a weed problem. Good news is, I brought my weed whacker, and I pull my hammer and I charge towards Audrey II.
Nice.
Your one-liners have been so good. Thank you.
I do have to dash to do the 60 feet, so I will action and dash and get my whole movement to get up there.
Okay.
Is it like fully in the corner? Am I able to get behind it?
It's like pressed up against
Okay,
the
that's
corner,
fine.
like the table is. You could
I
get
don't
on
really-
the table.
I don't really have the movement to do it anyway. I was gonna try to flank with Nick on next turn, but for that, I also, I didn't want to make sure if the rules for rage are different. Rage lasts until the end of your next turn, ending early. If your rage is active, you can extend it by doing one of the following: make an attack roll, force the enemy to make a save. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna rage because I only have one more left that I don't want it to fizzle out. So I will just position myself there. That's my turn.
Okay. I like that. All right. The next person in the combat order is Agent Chan. What are you doing as all this is going down?
I think the gas is just wearing off now. I think I'm like,
you're starting to come back to reality.
Crap. Yeah. So riddle me a couple things. I should have checked this while you were talking, but I also kind of want to talk through. Does Sid still have his broom, or the distance over here? Do you think I could get to this broom with my movement? Is this broom actually here by the door?
Yes, the broom is actually by the door.
Here's what I would like to do, and you tell me if this is enough if I can do this on my turn. I would like to use my movement to get to the broom and interact with it by grabbing it. Then I would like to use my action to throw something else out of my pack, and then use my bonus action as well. Would that be?
Yeah, I think that's a very elaborate scheme. I see you've put a lot of thought into this.
Yes. Okay. I've
You're
not
gonna throw
put
the
that
gun,
much
I
thought.
see.
So, Adam, spoilers. So I'm gonna run. Actually, before I run, I'm gonna use my bonus action behind Adam as he's running in, and I'm gonna go, Adam, you got this. And I'm gonna hit him with a little bardic inspiration with my bonus action.
I pull my shades down and I give him a wink.
And you can see when you put the shades back up, you can see the reflection of my thumbs up in the mirror.
It's like an anime scene where it cuts to the wink to the.
Exactly. Then I'm going to use my movement to get over to this broom, have it on the ready. Before I do anything with the broom, I'm going to reach into my bag, and I've got where is it? I've got I don't know what it's in, but I have some kind of container of oil in one of my bags. So I'm going to take that oil, and as an action, because it specifically says that I can throw it, so I'm going to throw this oil, and I'm going to try and hit Audrey II, maybe hoping her mouth's open or trying to catch it when her mouth is open to try and sink this. But I'm going to essentially just try and get her kind of covered in this sticky oil as my action.
Okay, so give me athletics. Let's see if you can.
It is taking an attack action.
Oh, it's an attack. Okay, then attack instead. Because I was thinking of the throwing, and we were just talking about that with Nick with his first turn too.
Wait, it says when you take the attack action, you can replace one of your attacks with throwing. The target. Oh, sorry. I didn't fully read this because I'm terrible. So maybe you'll let me make an athletics check to forego the distance because I have to be within 20 feet to throw it.
Make an athletics check because you're slightly more than 20 feet.
I'm like 40 feet away.
45 feet away from the heart of Audrey.
Let's see if you'll let me toss it. And if not, maybe I'll finagle a contraption where it's on my crossbow. It's a 19.
Wow. Wow.
Unfortunately, you can throw it. I say unfortunately because it's probably going to be bad for me.
So if you guys don't know this, but I've got a background playing dodgeball, so everyone duck, and I'm just going to heat seek this oil. And also in the rules, Audrey II can make a dexterity saving throw to try and not get hit with the oil.
I will definitely do that because I do not want to. And also, he is confined to the pot, but he can move.
Yeah.
His head and fines. That was a 16.
That does pass.
Yeah, so
16 does pass.
As the oil is whizzing over his head, it's about to land perfectly based on your 19. He does do a bit of a maneuver where he ducks his head and his limbs out of the way so it crashes on the table behind him. So that now there's oil on the table behind him that is broken. A bottle of oil. What is this normal oil? I assume that
it's just oil. It's just normal flammable oil.
Okay, I see you. So yes, there is
for the gun, right? You're gonna shoot the oil, and then
don't forget about the broom, Agent Omi and Agent Adam. Get ready for some heat, but not right now. Maybe in like 6 seconds.
I'm gonna
the average time that a round of combat lasts.
To get ready for me.
So that's the pile of oil, the green splotch. Awesome. Sid is up next. Sid doesn't know what he's doing, because he just wants to save Audrey, which is understandable. So he's going to run into combat and attempt to unarmed strike Agent Nick, which I'm assuming is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. But he said, "Not my woman!" as he runs in. He got
I thought the dentist was her boyfriend. What?
It's very confusing.
He runs up and starts pounding on your back as you're holding Audrey, and he rolled a 7 for his attack roll. So I assume you're just taking in these hits and nothing is happening.
Doesn't faze me at all.
Awesome. He can do nothing else. Audrey is struggling in your grasp. She is going to make another contested strength, and she says, "Oh, Sid, you came to save me. Oh, if only I could get out of this horrible man's grasp." Does a 13 work?
A 13?
Get out of his grasp?
Let's see.
I would assume maybe a 13's not bad. Actually, you know what? She just got wounded and has a broken arm. She's taking that at disadvantage just to make it fair.
Oh, no.
So she rolled a 1.
Oh no! No.
Nick, why don't you roll a 1d4 of damage as you're tightening your grip on her?
You got it.
You monster!
Oh, thank goodness, it's 1.
Okay, so you squeeze her broken arm.
Working with the plant. What is going on?
So is Nick the plant, or is the plant the plant? What's going?
Or is the plant Nick?
It's all hypotenuse.
Nick, be advised. This whacker whacks all weeds, including you, if need be.
Agent Nick, it is your turn. You have Audrey in your grasp. Sid is pounding on your back. And you have Agent Adam behind you who's not focused on you. Your goal is to hurt anybody that is near you for the plant. For the next 3 rounds, you can attempt to break out of this first. So go ahead and give me another charisma save. And if you fail it, you will be forced to draw blood. Actually, this will be for the next round.
My.
So you will break out of it after this round because a 15 meets beats. But for this round, you have to harm another player.
Okay.
Whether they're an NPC or not.
So help me to understand the rules of the charm then. Is it that is my priority feeding the plant, or is it just hurting everyone? The priority
is feeding the plant, so ideally bludgeoning and piercing damage to any player that is within, or NPC, that is within 5 to 10 feet of Audrey.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I feel like the best course of action would be to take Audrey as I have her as I am holding onto her casted arm. And as I'm squeezing, I'm going to throw her over my side towards Adam.
Okay. Like
Using
a rag doll.
Audrey as a weapon.
Yes.
Agent Nick, I can't believe you. That's so cold.
Agent Nick, take inspiration. I like your 2-for-1 combo. If you get a natural 20, actually, if you get above Adam's AC, you are also going to cause damage to him with this action. Because you're using Audrey as simply as a weapon.
Okay. Are we just doing unarmed strike in this scenario, or what are we doing? What am I rolling?
You already have her grappled. So what I imagine is you're picking her up in the air and like slamming her down on Adam, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call that. It's a very elaborate unarmed strike. Let's call it that.
Man,
right.
this
Very loose.
small flower store is terrible.
I got a 17.
A 17. That definitely hits her AC. And it hits Adam's AC. So they're going to split the damage of whatever you get. So you fling her body over onto Agent Adam.
Oh my
And
god.
I got a 7.
Oh my god.
So who wants to take 3 and who wants to take 4?
Adam, odds or evens?
Even.
Let's see. I rolled odds. Audrey will take the 4 damage.
Yikes.
Audrey is bloodied. She is limp and barely has consciousness. She's had a bite taken out of her arm. Her other arm is broken. And with how she landed so hard on Agent Adam, you heard bones break in her ribcage, given that she was a very frail person to begin with. And she says, "Please, mister, if you could just stop for just a minute, let me catch my breath." It is Audrey II's turn. And Agent Nick, just so you know, next turn, you do not have to attack a player. The curse has been broken because you rolled a high enough charisma save. You rolled that.
So I threw her at Adam.
My glasses get knocked off, and I'm like, I forgive you.
I just kind of come out and I go, what's going on? What happened?
Get it together, Agent Nick.
So
Audrey II is awfully close to, let's see, I have to log something here. I had to do some math, and that was very challenging on a Saturday. So Audrey II, she's looking at Agent Adam and Audrey as like a tasty little snack. Audrey is on top of Agent Adam, so first thing she's going to do is Audrey II is going to go for Audrey. He says, "Oh, this snack is just waiting to be eaten."
I have been called a tasty snack before. It's true.
So Audrey II to attack Audrey rolled a 14, which is above the AC of Audrey. And for damage, it's going to be a 1d6 plus 2. Audrey's dead. You see Audrey disappear into the jaws with one stretched out bite. You see Audrey's lifeless body completely disappear in the mouth of Audrey II. Seymour cries out in fear, and Audrey's last words before she's chomped is, "See!" And then it's cut off by the chomp of Audrey II.
Wait. Did she get swallowed whole?
The way that no matter the damage would have been rolled, she's dead. So he's digesting her. He's not going to be able to do anything else with his turn because it's going to take the rest of this round for him to like completely swallow her. But he is in the process of swallowing her. You see his lips moving and his tongue occasionally sticking out of his mouth, licking his lips as he licks off the delicious blood of this tasty individual. So that's all Audrey can do. Now that he's the original Audrey now that Audrey original is gone.
Would they be Audrey 1 plus Audrey 2 makes Audrey 3?
Essentially.
There can only be one Audrey.
Sid is horrified and frozen in fear. As we turn to Agent Omi.
As he like finishes, he's like, "No, unnamed woman." And he'll kind of move over and kind of see what's transpired, and he'll finally like get a little closer and take one of these flowers and kind of sniff it, and does a little like one man tango a little bit. And you know, he's gonna do another one. You know, why try anything else? He's gonna do a little "you got served," point to the ground. "You got served" wisdom save, but this one's a little more inviting, so he'll like throw out his hand as if he's waiting for a partner. So yeah, DC 14
was a critical failure.
Woo! A nice 1 damage, baby. Let's go. Minimum damage. We're doing it. And then once he kind of like sees that Audrey II here is hurt, he'll smirk to himself, and then he'll bring his hands back together and then go like this. And then over Agent Nick, you'll see kind of like spectral hands, as if it were like your heartbeat going in and out as he's and he'll give you a bardic inspiration.
That's amazing. Thank you. That was beautiful. Agent Adam, you just watched this woman who landed on top of you in the middle of combat as thrown by Agent Nick, then be devoured by this plant beast in front of you. And you are still here in front of this plant. What are you doing?
I think we found where the people went missing, everybody. Mission, case closed.
We can leave.
We can, but unfortunately I still have weeds to whack, and I rage and attack.
Okay.
20.
And the rage, baby.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Double damage. So this is 2d10 now.
Okay. 2d10. Jeez Louise.
All right, so 8 there's 16 damage.
All right. 16 damage. 8.
I come out like with an overhead, two-handed above my head. I'm like, and I try to like, as Ancient Omi is beatboxing, I try to like hit it on a downbeat.
Oh my gosh! I feel like we need to see this. Yes. So you strike it in the head twice, and it roars in pain as you have struck it. It's bleeding a green fluid that seems otherworldly, and you see, like, in its mouth, when it roars in pain, you see strips of Audrey's dress and maybe even like a heel stuck in between its teeth.
Paranormal, lethal force, Agent Nick, lethal force.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, that's it. I get the bonus action to rage and my action on the attack, so we're good.
Beautiful.
Nat 20.
That 20 really paid off for you. That was beautiful.
Promise, Agent Adam, heat's coming in soon. Maybe not this round, but it's coming in soon. I'm gonna reach down to the bristles of the broom, and I wanna cut some of the bristles off to tie them around a crossbow bolt, like the head of it right behind the bolt as I'm loading it, if that's okay. And then I want to use
Can you give me a survival check? This is like something you would do on Survivor, it feels like.
I'll take it. That'll be an 18.
Yeah, you can do it with no problem. For your object interaction, it looks real good.
I'm going to use a bonus action to use my tinderbox to light my lantern that I have.
Okay.
So that I have an open flame. And then I don't know that I'll be able to get the bristles on this bolt to light immediately, but I want to spend as much time as I can to try and get it to light. If that takes my action, it takes my action, and then I'll fire when I can.
Yes, I would say based on everything you're doing at this point, it would take an action of you acquiring this together, because it would take more than like 10 seconds to do. Beautiful.
Coming in soon. Heat's coming in soon, I promise. Oh, this is working.
I like that you're casually starting a fire in a flower shop. Sid,
This collab is going to be fire.
It's better than the alternative idea I have in mind, which is a last case only. You ever seen Jaws, Adam?
We're gonna need a bigger shop.
No notes. That was beautiful. Sid is horrified. He just saw the love of his life get eaten. He never knew if it was an unrequited love or not. He had been crushing on her for a long time. And he says, Audrey! And he is frozen in fear. You know, he is going to roll a persuasion check on Audrey II, because he says, after all I've done for you, Audrey, how could you do this to me? I demand you to stop.
Wait a minute, the kid's working with the plant? What's going on here?
He rolled a 5 on his persuasion. The plant just laughs at him, and says, please, you were merely a toy to begin with, and focuses on the rest of you. Agent Nick, it is your turn, because Sid tried to talk to the plant, which was dumb, but that was his choice.
As Sid says this, Omi does the Leo DiCaprio meme.
Uh-huh.
And points to.
Yes,
okay.
There's a connection.
All right. So right now, Agent Nick, who's so goal-oriented and mission-focused, sees an innocent woman get swallowed up, and he does not deal well with failure. So he refuses to believe. I don't know, how this will turn out, Kylie, because I'm sure you already got a decision in mind here. But he refuses to believe that that she's gone, like altogether gone.
I think that's a character choice.
Exactly.
You, as a character, can 100% believe that she is not gone.
Exactly. So, Agent Nick, refusing to give up, refusing to take any type of failure, is going to dive towards Audrey II's mouth, and I am going to, I guess we can count this as another form of grapple. I'm basically going to dive towards the mouth and try and use the length of my body to basically pry the jaws open, and then I'm gonna see if I can reach in and grab a hand or something. So
this version of Nick's come a long way. We had to convince him to jump off of a ski lift, and now he's just diving into the mouth of a vicious plant.
We're proud of you.
There's some complicatedness going on here, Kylie. So if you want to make me do extra rolls of any kind,
No, I admire the bravery, and I really want to see. Give me a acrobatics check as you jump up onto the table, and then give me an attack as you try to pry the mouth open. The acrobatics can be just a bonus. I consider it a gift from the DM, because I love this. Please take a point of inspiration.
Yes, please, I will, because that was a 1.
You also have Bardic, but man, it's crazy. You don't want people to have their hands in your mouth, but you'll put your hands in someone else's?
Thank goodness for that inspiration.
21! Okay,
yes.
Let's go.
Inspiration. With a 21, you leap onto the table with a monk-like agility. And give me an attack.
I'm picturing
as you're face to face.
I'm just picturing in my head the situation if you didn't give me that inspiration, just that whole buildup, and then I'm just diving straight into the mouth and getting swallowed.
Unfortunately, that is what would have happened. So, go ahead and give me a attack roll as you're gonna pry the mouth open. I guess that would be more strength because you're not doing anything. Give me a strength check. Like you're prying the jaws apart.
So tell me if you agree. I mentioned before it's kind of like a grapple of sorts. So would Audrey II have to make a strength saving throw to see if I can... Basically, it's like the jaws are coming down on me. You know?
Right. Okay. Yeah, so with your... Okay, let me make sure I understand. With your acrobatics, you jump up and you're like having your mouth and your feet on the other ends of the lips, basically. You catch it in perfect timing with a 21. And you're trying to see if you can stay up there. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I like that visually. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
Ooh, okay. So that beats me for sure. Yeah.
Audrey now has, in a way, control of you. But you feel pressure of the jaws starting to close around you. And Audrey's tongue, which is longer and slimier than what you would expect, slithers around you, and you've given him an opportunity to attack you. You're gonna take
I don't care.
four poison damage just from the lick
4 poison
of the monster. And it's not even Audrey's turn yet. So he licks you, and within his mouth he said, got some tasty meat there. And I believe it's going to be his turn now. So you are in Audrey's mouth. That's how we're starting this.
Bring it.
I love it. He's going to attempt to bite you. I would say at advantage because you are actually inside of his mouth currently.
I don't care. This thing has dishonored me so much. I'm going out like a hero.
Oh, that's so cute. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, a 15 does hit.
Okay, you're going to get a 1d6 plus 2 of bite damage. You take 6 bite damage.
All right, that's straight to 0 for me.
Agent Nick! Agent Nick!